Thank you so much. That is our short video from our friends in Toro, although we are going to be talking specifically about Empaako in Hoima, which is where we come from, most of us who are on the show today. And just a brief notice that today, as usual, we'll be speaking in English and in Runyoro, the language that is spoken by the people from Bunyoro-Kitara Kingdom. Hati nkobumbagambire mwebale muno inywe na tuninga in today. Today we are having a very special guest, and this is Ewekitinisa Akiiki Kugonza, who is the vice chairperson of Bunyoro-Kitara International US. And I am not going to introduce him. I want him to introduce himself, talk about himself to you, our viewers, so that you get to know him better from himself. So, Akiiki webale muno, thank you so much for accepting to honor us here on the Voice of Bunyoro on TGM Radio, Irakari ya Bunyoro waikiriza, and you accepted to come and be our guest today. And we're very privileged, and thank you so much for honoring us. And please do introduce yourselves to our viewers who have been waiting, anxiously waiting to hear from you. Thank you so much, Akiiki. Please tell your viewers who you are.
Mulimuta inywena, Banyoro, Banyoro-Kati, and Banyoro and friends of Banyoro. Amabara, Kasaija Kugonza, Empaako Akiiki, Inzaro Chivale Mabare. I'm the vice president of Bunyoro-Kitara USA. I'm also the convention director for the Bunyoro-Kitara International Convention happening in next year, 2021.
Oh, thank you so much. Niwogo Ewekitinisa Akiiki Kugonza. I call him Akiiki Kugonza, Ewekitinisa Akiiki Kugonza, because I don't mention the first name. But he's happy for me to address him like that. Hati Akiiki, webale muno to come to accept to be part of this show. And today our topic is Empaako. Obureze tuboine video ya Batooro. Hati today tukwendo tugambire our side of things. Tukwenda tumanye what is Empaako in Bunyoro?
So Empaako is basically a praise name. So it comes from the word Pako, which is a word that was borrowed from the Luo tradition, which means praise. So Empaako is literally a praise name, although abajungu bakaija bakazeta pet name, but Empaako is basically a praise name. Kandi Empaako zinu tuzuruka zikatandika during the Biito rule, which was in around 1500. So with mathematically that is 500 years ago.
Yes.
And as Empaako ziri mu Bunyoro, ziri Batooro, Batagwenda, Batuku, Banyabindi, Abasongora. So now baruka Empaako, because all those were before the British came and disintegrated the Bunyoro-Kitara Empire. So ezi zona zikaba territory za Banyoro kandi zikaba nizuruka as Empaako.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've told us who uses those pet names in the western part of the country, that is in Uganda. Hati, what is the purpose of these Empaakos? I know in the video they did tell us a few things about why we have Empaakos. Could you just tell people or our viewers why we use Empaako briefly, so that we then go to understand more about this Pako?
So as an Empaako, it is of course if you want to give respect to your parents, because abazaire wanuyita omuzaire wawe tokwenda akumweta n'ibara rye, so umweta n'Empaako. If your mother is a Moti, you call her by a Moti. Personally, my mother Empaako ya Moti, so timweta ibara rye mweta Empaako. So it is expressing respect,
Yes.
and honor, expressing affection. Irakara was considered to appeal for human and supernatural powers, expressing for thanks and bidding farewell.
Yes. Okay, so what about, I read somewhere, reconciliation. If you really are in trouble with your family or a friend, you can use them, I think, for reconciliation, for harmony. Is that right?
Yes, so it depending. So because Empaako is it's an endearment, so obo okozere kintu kimu kyamaani omuntu nosobola kumugamba nganyira amoti, nganyira Akiiki, or nganyira abodi. So whenever you express somebody with using the pet name, it shows that you genuinely know those people and give them respect. And in our traditions, you can basically not know the people's names.
Yes.
Their traditional names or Christian names by to inakumanya Empaako. So that shows how deeply it is in terms of expressing affection and also honor and respect.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. And I'm meant to understand that if you forget someone's Empaako, it's really bad. You can even be charged for forgetting someone's, especially an elder, for having forgotten their Empaako. So that's how important these praise names are in the culture of Banyoro, Batooro, and the Batagwenda, and the other parts of the western side of Uganda that use these pet names or praise names. Hati Akiiki. How many Empaakos do we have, and could you tell us how many there are, and you could maybe just start describing or telling us what they mean one by one, because most of our viewers and myself do not know the meaning of these Empaakos.
So,
be nice.
So originally, mukabani nkolananka obukenuzi, which is research.
Yes.
We were 13. By after doing concrete research ziri 12.
Yes.
So eze Empaako ziri 12 and Empaako 8 their traditions are according to research they are originally from Luo. They are connected with the Luo because of the Biito. And ziri the 4 ones which is Akiiki, Apuli, Aradi, and Atwoki is mainly their traditions are mainly focused in Bunyoro tradition, because as Empaako na Abachwezi before the Luo bakabatize nabo bakaba nibete Empaako according to research, although the research is not conclusive.
Yes. So
hati likambanze mbagambire Empaako ineke zikumanyisa. So kubanza nibageta bala baita abandi they call it abala, but it's they called bala. Kandi eno Empaako ikaba yaba abantu abali haino mukama, those ones who are close. And in the Luo tradition, it comes from the word balo, which means I've spoiled it. But according to the Bunyoro tradition, it is someone who loves others and other people unconditionally. And it was formerly reserved for people who are close to the king.
Yes.
And that's why maybe it is very rarely used by other people.
Actually, I didn't know about it. I've just got to know about it today. Abala, you said?
Yeah, okay. Bala or abala.
Abala, okay, yeah.
So yakabiri aboki. So aboki anayo Empaako ina traditions okuruga mu Biito abakaruga Luo.
Yes.
And it comes in Kigambo abok, which nikimanyisa I have narrated you. So omuntu abanege Empaako nuwo omuntu agonzamu n'abazaire, abasomesa, elders, mentors, counselors, leaders.
Wow. And
it is a saying associated with Empaako in the aboki ebihembe. So ebihembe will literally translate into the horns of the cattle. So I think because of the cherish the Banyoro had for cattle, so they try to associate it with also cattle as well.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So yakasatu aboli. Aboli nayo in the traditions of Biito abarugeruo. So although it comes from the word aboro, which in Moabito it means I deceive you. Biito omunanka Bunyoro, it deals with somebody with diplomatic relations.
Yes.
So the theory is in Bulikimu, akin to Kibaza and Kobulikiri. You know, we shouldn't tell the truth as always it is, because you can cause unnecessary danger, you know, and you hurt and cause pain and wars. So and also in Empaako, yabaya abasajja n'abakazi n'obwisikibuto. So and also because of the love for pets. So n'obujangu, which are cats, we would name them aboli.
Okay.
That's where you see people saying aboli kajangu.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason why it comes like that.
Okay.
Empaako ya kana, that is akali. Akali nayo erugamba Biito, from the word achali. Achali in the Babito means I resemble you. In Bunyoro nikimanyisa omuntu aisanwa ondi mu byobuhangwa no mu ngeso. That is nature and character. Okay. And it relates to other people easily. Eno Empaako ya basajja bonka.
Okay. So women are not given akalis, are not called akalis.
No.
All right. Okay.
The
main reason why?
Timanyire abwaki, I think because it was maybe because of so I want to try to sweet quote anything by tunja kora research and imani abwaki akali abasajja bonka baitu. Also eno Empaako nayo abagirukananka embwa, because embwa, which are dogs,
yes, they
are also pets which were basically domestic, used a lot, and also for hunting. So dogs played a big role in Bunyoro during hunting. And also it's an embwa nazo baze Empaako akali if you'd wish to. So okay, and the saying that goes with that, akali mbwa. So ya katano adieri. Adieri nayo Empaako ina roots mu Luo. It is in Luo. There's a word called adiero, which means I've sacrificed you. But to adieri in Bunyoro is someone who is friendly, agonzamuna abantu, affectionate, with a larger than life heart. Kandi Empaako ikaba ya, because in Bunyoro we had embandwa, and popularly ikaba ya kaikara.
Mbandwa kaikara, embandwa ya kaikara.
Kaikara.
Okay.
So omuntu yena ine Empaako ya ainiba ya kaikara, automatically mu Empaako ya adieri, because embandwa used to be a very common practice back then. So if someone was popular and with that Pako, they would associate it with that person.
Is that the reason why the Christian people, when some people, there's a sector in Bunyoro, abasisimuka, obahika obosisimuka weyahe Empaako? Is that the reason? Because it is, we think, or they think that Empaako zino ziri associated to embandwa or spirits. Is that the reason why they decide not to have Empaakos abasisimuka?
So I think they lack proper knowledge, because associating somebody with something is is rather out of popularity than origin.
Yes.
Yeah, so they need to be educated properly so that they don't mistake between a popular person having Empaako and the origin of the Empaako itself.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we go on to the next Empaako.
Empaako yomkaga Akiiki. So Akiiki ani Empaako tugiha omuntu who holds national community family interests with great love, care, kindness, and honesty. Yeah, so any Empaako is actually very popular in Bunyoro-Kitara. And we have a saying associated with this Empaako, which is Akiiki Rukira Mahanga.
All right, yeah.
Normally firstborns to Haenu Empaako, because we tend to think they will be the leaders of the family.
Wow. My son is called Akiiki as well. So, yeah, I'm happy that means someone who is going to be a leader, right? The second Empaako, Amoti.
Yeah.
Amoti, or is it Amoto or Apuli? Anyway, yeah, I'll leave it to you.
So, Yumsanju, Amoti.
Yes.
So, Amoti nayo, Erugamu Luo tradition, Amoti, it comes from the word Amoto, which means Nkoramucha, or I greet you. In Bunyoro-Kitara, nikimanyisa omuntu who genuinely respects others, thinking and speaks well of them.
Okay.
And it's Empaako, which is the official Empaako for Mukama, which everyone can use. Biito Mukama he has Okali, but Okali can only be called by Mukama by only men, but Amoti is the one everyone can call Mukama. So
wow.
So there's a saying associated with Empaako Amoti, which is Ebyo Mukama Rundi Ebyo Ruhanga. So that shows you how it is associated with Mukama.
Yeah, I'm meant to understand that you said the Alkali is only reserved for the king, and it's only men who call him or who call the king Alkali, and only when they are greeting him. So is there a reason why he's only called Alkali by only the men and only when he's being greeted?
So timanyire muno abwaki kirikityo. Yeah. But there is from Okali from the low word Okalo means I have jumped over you. But in Bunyoro, it implies someone with the highest responsibility as a leader in the kingdom.
Yes.
And I think because in old traditions, because men were the ones in charge of leadership most of the time.
Yes.
So maybe that's why it was reserved. But I think we need to do more research about it.
Yes.
Because research doesn't end. Because there's the reason why only men and only when you are greeting him.
Okay. Yeah, our viewers only call the king Okali when you're a man, and only when you're greeting the king. A man only greeting the king, and women, we are not supposed to call our king Okali. We only address him as Amoti, his official praise name. Thank you, Akiiki, for highlighting that for us. Yes, we move on to the next Empaako.
Yeah, so the next one is Apuli.
Okay.
Apuli has roots with there is no indication of any Luo roots in it. And Apuli means one who has powers, abilities, and skills to attract other people. Exhibiting qualities often observed and admired among small boys.
Yes.
And as well as the princess Abajwera, and you can address them as Apuli.
Okay.
Yeah. Endi eyekumi tuina Arali.
Yes.
Arali nayo teina roots mu Luo, There's no indication of any Luo roots. So it was mainly called by Omuchwezi Kagoro, and Empaako is one who serves other people, and is perceived to have a power of thunder.
Yes.
And we have the expression of Arali in Kuba. Yeah. So I think because of Muchwezi Kagoro, he was associated to have those powers.
Wow.
Of thunder.
Of thunder in Kuba, which is thunder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
yeah. So
so Aralis are supposed to have the power of thunder in Kuba. Nibatera poa poa everyone. Is that right?
No, because I mean it's an expression of power, not necessarily in a bad way. Because I know sometimes thunder is associated with bad, but
yes.
it signifies power at the same time.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Most Aralis are actually quiet and humble people. I have come across Aralis. They're normally quiet and nice. So for them to be in Cuba, it's amazing. Anyway, let's go to the next pet praise name that you have on your list.
Yeah. So Andy, after to go Andy Atenyi. So Atenyi in the traditions in Luo from the word Atenyo. And it means I have left it. But however, Bunyoro, it is someone who loves and understands a wrongdoer without condoning wrongdoing.
Wow. Hey, Atenyi, yes.
Yeah. Kandene Empaako nayo is associated akaba river muzizi akaba enjoka ekaba tekuluma abantu ekaba nkoto muno. So ikaba it's abantu bakaba nibagerora buli kiro nekorak negenda nanka whenever people would associate with it crossing the river, and they started worshipping it because they didn't see harm in it.
Yes. So
they believed it was sent by Ambandwas. So batandika bage Empaako Atenyi.
Okay.
So that's why you hear into Empaako ya Atenyi njoka ya Rwamzizi.
Yeah.
So that's that, but not in the say that it was Empaako originated from there. It was just given, so people shouldn't take it out of context.
All right, good. Thank you for highlighting that for us. Yeah.
So Kumarira in your artwork.
Yes. So
artwork doesn't have any origins from Luo. It is Empaako, which is originally believed to be in the culture of Bunyoro. It is one who embraces or punishes, and as the case may be, other people either physically or spiritually.
Yes.
Empaako nayo ikaba associated a lot with Omuchwezi Kagole, and owura abantu bagamba atoki Kagole because of the popularity of Omuchwezi. So nizeze Empaako zaitu muzihurire. Any questions, you can let me know.
Yes, Atenyi Alice has guided us. Apparently, we have left out a very important function of Empaako, which is meant to be for greeting. And we just say, as our viewers, Empaako can also be used for viewing, for greeting. Empaako yawe, Atenyi, Eyange, Akiiki, and then you go on and do the greeting. Then Amoti Jole Rukambuzi says she has missed the meaning of Empaako. Could you just briefly tell her what Amoti means? That is Jole Masebo Rukambuzi, please.
Amoti.
Yes.
So Amoti iruga mu kigambo amoto ekyaba Biito, which means I greet you. And it's Empaako. It refers to someone who generally respects other people, thinking and speaking well of them.
Wow.
And it is the official Empaako for Mukama, and that's why they say ebyo Mukama rundi ebya Ruhanga.
Thank you. Amot Jole Masebe Kambuzi, that's what Amoti means. Judith Bigirwa says, yes, a rally is Empaako for wise men. Thank you for telling us that, Judith. Diana Karugaba says, wow, I'm happy to be here. And thank you so much for telling us about Empaako. Proudly to be called Amoti, Ogonwe blessed. I don't know the other name. Patrick says he's watching. Patrick Kikia, and others are still Amoti Mukambwe. Atwoki is a Mukambwe. So that's why they are disciplinaries. So those are few of the comments so far. I haven't seen anyone ask us a question. Diana Karugaba wants us to know about millet or food when they are naming Empaako. We are coming for that in our next, after the break. And our viewers, sorry, we have to go for a short break, and we'll be back, and probably Owektinisa Akiiki Kugonza aija kubana tugambiraho a little bit about naming, because I don't think the time will allow us to do a lot about the naming. So Diana Kemirembe, please stay with us, and you know how the millet and probably the naming will go after the break. Thank you so much. Please continue with us, stay with us, and we'll be back from Okuhumura. Bye for now.
Nimuhuliriza iraka lya Bunyoro kuruga mu diaspora on TGM Radio.
Rap Nicole, yeah, feel power. Masbro Films, Runyoro Army, VPN, Mugambe Kalina, ni watapinga list ya Bempana. Mumiyemba limbona, halo karabola kanibashashana. Abachitinga gabalo kabanjona, okanyole kegoro kanjona geyana. Habekikora kubyo Batooro nkwina, sembera ngokwate watu baisa fitina. Wengo sindikira sikira tanye pena, homotemo kagokeza stress tinkaina. Tugende out bakwebyo kwenda byona, wende to love birds, twesana.
It's like I'm in love with Rihanna.
Yeah.
You're
beautiful. My African queen.
You're so sweet like banana.
Yeah. Niwenkera kutekerezaho, ningule ya time usobora kutereraho. Manyangora ile na kike kiroho, ni blanketi ya kyoya mukaire kembeho. Musekoba mazika tinikolekaho. Esiyone kwe hakaina nyawendi baho. Nanguso sute nka baby ngufeho. Tupola mahule muli ready yetu baseho. Okaja kwa musana wampinga hekiho. Hakwake kelwe love ya jekiaroho. Come close girl, sembera kukwateho. Fresh and clean, baby nitwa baraho. Yeah.
It's like I'm in love with Rihanna.
Rap Nicole. Chocolate girl. You're beautiful.
You're so sweet like banana.
Yeah. Rap Nicole. Rap Nicole. I'll be a perfect match, you know. Yeah. You're my dream come true, kambonekera kamalaika. Niye songa hawaki nkwata keke kwatika. Umutima kamara yoksayo niwe wenka kuboshana no myaso yakankibaji ihyaka. Nayo kodo paboronja kabuswaga. Boleke body beba ina swaga. Mumutwe harumu kuladi yoko weddinga. Basayo bagambe banchwere gomukaga. Oroli mundu ninye trigger. Ndakokondora ngabisaro chiga. Exa kafoka duya tupinga. Watrora hamu na kwatwe kiniga.
It's like I'm in love with Rihanna.
Yeah.
You're
beautiful. My African queen.
You're so sweet like banana.
Kuhuliriza iraka lya Bunyoro kuruga mu diaspora on TGM Radio.
Thank you viewers for
mwebale muno okuyija kuwuliriza iraka lya Banyoro okuruga mu diaspora.
Thank you, our viewers, for
TGM
coming back
Radio.
after the break, and thank you for staying with us. Hati, we
Mwebale
have
muno okuyija
we
kuwuliriza
have
iraka lya
very few minutes remaining for us to go off air, but just a quick question to Owekitinisa Akiiki Kugonza. When is Empaako given to a child or to someone? Just briefly, so that we are running out of time.
So yazino Empaako bazhavana 3 and 4 days, depending on the sex of the child. Omwana wa mwisiki biba biro bisatu kandi omwana wa mwojo biba biro bina. So, and the reason is because abojo batalibaniza during delivery, and those are days which give the mother to heal before the Empaako ceremonies are performed, because the Empaako ceremonies they are performed after those days.
Yes.
Yeah, so they are performed on the 5th day or the 4th day, depending on the sex of the child, when the mother has regained some energy to be part of the function.
I know, because we had meant to talk about the ceremony itself, I would just say, could you just, in short, tell us how the ceremony is conducted after 4 days for the boy and 3 days for the girl, and what happens? Just a little bit, what do they do? Do they have any specific thing? Maybe we'll come back in our next show to talk about the naming itself.
Yeah, so the naming is quite big. To what is done on the 4th or the 5th day is the first the first thing at 6 a.m. in the morning is basoka basare mbuzi, a goat. And the reason why they do a goat, because they use it to refill the blood of the mother. So actually, beyond all the intestines, they are exclusively reserved for the what?
For the mother.
For the mother. Yeah. So the first thing they do is to do what? Is to basically cut the goat. But even before that, during the 3-4 days, abantu abagenda kuba amukoro ugwekuruka Empaako. That's the day they bring all the items they're going to use during the Empaako naming ceremony. They're going to be on oburo, omukaro, amagita, buli kimu, obutuzi. So nibyo baleta during those 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
Yeah, and then on the 5th day, after bamara kusala embuzi, then they start preparing every bintu babalesere.
Okay.
They start preparing all those items.
Okay.
And yeah.
Hati, because of time, we will definitely come back about the naming. Kemirembe wanted to know about the millet, but that will be talked about in our next show. Hati, Owekitinisa, Vice Chairman wa Bunyoro-Kitara International US, tukwenda kumanya nkuroro ojwaire kanzu osemeire na nyonjwaire suka ya Banyoro this time. Culture, what is the importance of people knowing our culture, because this is a backbone of this show. We want people to know about their culture, their history. Hati iwe nka Vice Chairman we ekitongole ky'amaano mu US, kiki ekyokutugambira the importance of knowing our history today to our viewers and all those who are listening to us.
So culture kintu ky'amaani muno. Yeah, because if you don't have where you belong, it becomes very hard for you to build yourself economically, and also because until a long time ago, we used to group ourselves in terms of clans. So clans were a sense of protection and also a source of keeping wealth. So also at the cultural level, is you're protecting, you're identifying yourself as being this person and what you believe in. And also keeping culture is important because it is a source of revenue. So Bosanga Munu, especially in the US, in the UK, nosanga museums, nosanga cultural centers. They're a source of revenue to all the people. And if you go to Nigeria, their movie industry is booming because they have been able to preserve their culture and the stories and the history.
Yes.
So abantu okumanya ebyobuhanga wabyo and also culture and history is good in terms of identity, in terms of source of revenue, and also gives you a sense of belonging. So it's people should learn kwega ururimi rwabo kwega ibyobuhanga bwabo, even if some may not apply in today's concept of the world, but we can use it as a source of revenue for museums, for the movie industry, for the entertainment industry. So there's a lot of things you can gain from knowing your culture and history and tradition.
Yeah, thank you so much Owekitinisa Akiiki kutugambira ebintu ebyo. All of us Abanyoro n'Abanyoro kati muhulire, knowing our history can bring us revenue, to can do museum. Empaako are very important names that most of the people in Uganda do not have, even across the world. It's only us in the western Uganda batugambirege who have Empaako. So we have to respect our culture of Empaako and use them daily and address ourselves as using those Empaakos. Hata Owekitinisa ekindi otakagenzere turayikurugaho hananka nkwendo tugambira abantu ebitabo byokusoma, books to read about this great kingdom, Bunyoro-Kitara. I know you're a reader, you love your culture, you love your Bunyoro-Kitara, and you've done so much. You have even put up an online dictionary for us to learn our language. So how do you get this knowledge? Tell us these books that we need to read.
So obutabu, as you can see in Nyinabwingi, Biito, let me see if I can share. So those who can see the books, Obutabu Nkaikumi, which have basically collected about our culture. But I would, the ones I recommend most is they are basically 4 books.
Yes.
So Kugonza is basically our dictionary, which is basically online, but those who everybody should get a copy of this. Another one is 1,000 years of Bunyoro-Kitara.
Yes, 1,000 years of Bunyoro-Kitara. Yes.
Yeah. So Kanu Omnyoro Kihumora Poli no enwe yakahandikire.
Yes, the author, Kimura Puli, 1,000 years of Bunyoro. Yes, the next one.
Yeah. Yes, so the next one is Anatomy of an African Kingdom. Kano katabuna parungi muno.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was written by Nyakatura,
The Autumn of the African Kingdom. So those are the 3 books you recommend us to read.
Which is it was written in 1921.
Yes.
by Roscoe.
Yes.
It's called the Bakitara.
Banyakitara.
Yeah. Bakitara by Roscoe.
Bakitara by Roscoe, and it is written when? It
was written in 1923.
1923. Hati nibyebye ebitabu Abanyoro n'Abanyoro kati, please get in touch with us if you want to know more about these books. Akiiki has given us 3 books he recommends us to read about our kingdom. Hati aroha bantu, people are talking about the dictionary online. The pictures are still being shown by Akiiki. Please do get yourself a dictionary. Empaako, let's buy Empaako t-shirts. Yes, Diana, we will be working on these, and I'm sure other people are working on these t-shirts. Empaako, Atenyi, Deize, webale kutuninga in, Robert Ategeka, webale kutuninga in, Deiza Mote, Owekitinisa representative, thank you for for tuning in. Diana, of course, you've been with us. Thank you so much for all your comments. People are still wanting to know more about Empaako. Kyonka tuija kuba ntugaruka in our next show to specifically talk about the naming. All of you who are tuning in, thank you so much. Hata Akiiki owekitimbisa waitu wa vice chairman wa Bunyoro-Kitara International. I know you're the director of the Bunyoro-Kitara Convention 2021. What do you have to say to our viewers before we go offline about this great event that you're organizing in the US?
Yeah, so Nanka Convention, it's new gonna kuba yokubanza. Although we have had other small functions, but when convention ejakuleta Abanyoro na Banyoro-Kati, emibine ya Bunyoro abanyene Biito okuruga munsi zona na continents. So ejakubayo mu biro bya July next year. July 2nd to 4th, ejakuba hano mu Washington DC.
Yes.
So website dedicated to this convention is bunyoro-kitara.org.
Bunyoro-Kitara.org. Anyone interested for the 2021 US convention, go to bunyoro-kitara.org. Yes.
Yeah, so tickets to Kavere kuzitunda, but all the information we're uploading it there. If you want to get updates, as a conversion, you basically register and you receive updates. We shall be selling early bird tickets. We shall be basically, so we are gearing up. We have 10 committees. So if you want to be part of the organizing committee, it's just about Bandi. So please contact us, and we need your help. And so to organization a convention jakuba ya amani muno because abantu basemeriro muno. Our culture has been dying, and we need to basically work on it and revive it and keep it. As I've said, it's a source of revenue, it's a source of prestige, it's a source of identity, and
Okay, Chair of Bunyoro-Kitara Development Association, Hadija Kisembo Mbabazi, thank you for tuning in. Akiiki, people are asking, where do we get these books that you've just shown us? Many people are asking, where do we get them? Please put them online. I know someone has said they're already online. Could you just give us where we could easily get these books from?
So, they are not easy. So the dictionary is easy to find. This one is easy to find. You can easily, basically, on our website for Bunyoro-Kitara USA, you can get it. You can also get it from Fountain Publishers.
Fountain Publishers, Bunyoro-Kitara US website, yes.
Yeah. So the Bakitara and so the Bakitara is a very rare book, especially this one is a very rare book by Roscoe because it was written a long time ago.
Yeah.
But there is a soft copy. If you go to Bunyoro-Kitara USA at the website and you go to under the section under books, so there is a Google Docs link. We upload there a soft copy. Those who cannot get hard copies, you can go there and get these two, because these two, binu kabiguranaka Amazon.
Amazon, you can get them from Amazon as well. Yes.
Yeah, you can get from Amazon, but they are quite expensive because. I think one I bought at $50 and it was the only one remaining. so they are not easy to find, but at least all these three books, they are available on our website for Bunyoro-Kitara USA under a link called books.
Yes.
You can get the soft copies, at least if you don't have the hard copies.
So our viewers, you can go to Bunyoro-Kitara US website and get soft copies of all those three books online, and they're very hard to get in hard copies, as you know. But I'm sure the publishers will continue publishing more as we go ahead. Thank you so much, people who have tuned in. Diana, Gina Osborne, you always tune in. Thank you, Roy Habart. Thank you so much for tuning in. And many other people. This time I won't be able to mention lots of names. Judith Kisembo, you were asking about what Yeah, but anyway, I will go through the comments and reply when we are off air. Hati owektinisa Akiiki tutakarugire online. What do you want our viewers to know? What kiki okutusibira before we go?
Yeah, so Banyoro Kati, Banyoro in Biito, so it's good to know our culture, irrespective of where you are. I've lived here in the USA, Mazero Miakamwenda. I interact with the Indians, I interact with Chinese, I interact with the Nigerians. Yeah, so Novasanga born ever much they are into the Western hemisphere of the world, but they have managed to keep their culture, they have managed to keep their names, Tabaina Bamara Gabajungu. So nanyo iba Abajung inkari hao.
Wow. Yeah. You're called Akiiki Kugonza.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and the kid I want to comment Empaako comes last, and even during the naming of Banyoro is you have your given name, which is your parents give you, and then you have Empaako.
Okay.
And normally in our culture we didn't take names of our parents. The parents just give you a name depending on the condition, and so the culture of also naming has changed a lot. That these days we take our father's names, but it never used to be the culture that you have your father's name, then you have a given name. It used to be they give you a name and also they give you a Pako. So basically you used to have two names.
Yeah, just to one question I forgot, which is very important. In the Bunyoro culture, who gives the pet names or the praise names? Empaako zaitu or has it to her?
So Empaako in the Bunyoro-Kitara is given by the grandparent. The grandfather of the house is the one who gives the Empaako. And if the grandparent is not around, then it follows to the eldest person in the family. But the ceremony and the giving is predominantly for the grandfather. And also the names are suggested by Senkati, the aunties, the Baromwana, the features, how he looks like, and if he resembles any person, and if they find out that the child does not belong to the family, the Pako ceremony is often terminated until they assign that Ntomwana indeed Womok.
Okay, thank you so much Owektinisa Akiiki Kugonza kuikiriza kuija to say to tell us about these pet Empaakos or praise names. We are very sorry, our viewers and listeners, we have not been able to talk about the naming function itself, but we will be definitely bringing back maybe Akiiki warabaikiriza ino bwire obundi tujja kuleta omuntu onde oba bona tujja kuleta abantu babiri babaze hali the naming event of the Bunyoro Kingdom of Mulingo Tuha Empaako zaitu. Thank you so much for tuning in. Webale muno kwikiriza kuija kuba part of this show to Tinisa Kiamani muno, and please I hope you will be happy to come back. And our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. Please continue following us on our TGM apps that will lead you to all the social media that we have. And this is Eiraka lya Bunyoro, the voice of Bunyoro, brought to you by Bunyoro on TGM Radio, sponsored by Bunyoro-Kitara Development Association and African in London TV and on TGM. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please have a lovely weekend ahead of us, and we'll see you soon. Tune in next time. Bye.
Mwebale muno kuhuliriza Eiraka lya Bunyoro kuruga mu diaspora on TGM Radio. Until next time, mwikale kurungi. Mwebale muno kuhuliriza Eiraka lya Bunyoro kuruga mu diaspora on TGM Radio. Until next time.